Good evening. Welcome to the press conference of Andy Murray. Please use the raise hand function if you would like to ask a question. Please state your name and organisation. We will take the first question from Keradine.
Andy, congratulations on that win. I'm guessing that must give you a tremendous amount of satisfaction. I know you'll say that you've played better against better opponents, etc., but just tell me what that meant to you to be able to dig that out, and whether that might even be one of the most satisfying wins of your career.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of what I'm doing now is, is harder than, a lot of the stuff I was doing when I was in my mid-20s in many ways because of the physical issues that I've had and stuff. So, it's tough, obviously, going out and playing matches of that length when, you've not had, not had many matches, not had loads of preparation, and not played a whole lot of grass court tennis in 4 years. It's been tough, but I mean, that's one of the reasons why I'm still playing, is because of moments like that. Like, why would you want to give that up? Like, the atmosphere, it's good the whole match, but especially the last sort of, hour and a half was brilliant, and I still enjoy that.
Eleanor Crooks.
Yeah, Andy, I was going to ask you a similar thing. So, I mean, playing atmospheres like that, moments like that, is that what kind of kept you going through all the rehab? What makes it worth it to come back?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's not the only thing. Like I said the other day, there's many factors that go into it, but that's one of them. I mean, playing in atmospheres like that and, creating moments and memories like that, is one of the reasons why I'm still playing.
Stu Fraser.
Andy, obviously, you're someone who's renowned for providing sort of matches with sort of roller coaster of emotions. I know you get nervous sometimes watching other sports. You used to get nervous watching your brother. I just wondered if you'd ever sort of spoken to like friends and family about, what it's like watching you, because you are renowned for these dramatic matches.
No, I haven't really, to be honest. I mean, the one time where I kind of realised it's slightly different to a match like tonight, but like when I watched back, like the highlights of the Wimbledon final in 2013, like seeing my mum in the crowd and at the end of the match, like when I had the match points and then he came back in that game and stuff. Sorry, I'm shaking. I just got out of the ice bath. It's so cold. Like that. I found that quite difficult to watch, actually. Like to see, how hard it was for my mom and my wife, and I kind of realised then what it must be like for them. But that was in the most kind of intense of matches and intense of moments, and but yeah, they should be used to it by now.
Simon Cambers.
Hi Andy, well played. Are you able to, in a situation like that, are you ever able to take yourself out of the moment, the battle, and sort of realise exactly what's going on and how incredible an atmosphere, how amazing a match it is?
I mean, I think in the last, like I said, the last hour and a half probably of the match, like when we came back out after the roof, I was like, I need to have more energy. I need to try and engage with the crowd more. I picked a few people in the crowd and was basically like staring at them pretty much after every point and trying to, just engage with them. And, the crowd created a great atmosphere, but I think I was also engaging them, and we were feeding off each other a lot at the end. So I'm aware in the moment, like when I know what a great atmosphere is in tennis. I've played in a few of them over the years, and that was definitely one of them. And obviously when the atmosphere is like that and things are going your way, it's a nice feeling.
Neil McClellan.
Yeah, hi Andy, well played again. Just the roller coaster nature of these last two matches. How much is it down to the physical issues, or just is it you haven't played so much, so you're lacking on concentration or sharpness, or what can you put it down to?
I mean, I think it's lack of match play, personally. I mean, in both the matches, I was up and playing well and in good positions, and just was not, like the concentration and stuff and the focus that's required to play. Like if I looked at that match, like, as a whole, I could break it down into like probably 3 or 4 parts, and there was, a couple of those parts, or a couple of quarters of it were really, really good. The beginning part and the first quarter and the fourth quarter, and there was a bit in the middle that was poor. Whereas the match the other day with Basilashvili was kind of like I did well for 3 out of the 4 quarters of it, and it's just not easy when you've not played matches and you're not practicing that much, like to just maintain your concentration and focus for 2.5, 3 hours at a time. I don't know if you guys find that difficult sometimes as well in what you do, and I'm sure if you took sort of 4 or 5 months away from writing a story, and then you've got to come up with one like on the spot, and it's not that easy. And I think once you start to play more matches again and get into that rhythm and get used to winning again and stuff, it becomes a bit more instinctive, a bit more natural. But it's just been a bit tough so far.
Russell Fuller.
Can you tell us a bit more about those fans that you really latched onto in the crowd, Andy? The 2 guys with the Scotland rugby shirts, and I think there was a guy in a denim shirt and a white baseball cap as well, who you seem to have a lot of eye contact with, a lot of fist pumping towards.
Yeah, so there was also a lady on the other side of the court to where the guys in the Scotland tops were. They were just really loud, and it was quite close to where I was getting my towel and stuff, and they were always sort of standing up. And it was the same with the guy who was down where the radio, I don't know if that's where you are, like the TV guys were where the Scottish guys were. And then there was the other guy that was down near where the radio booths were. And he was just standing up all the time and getting pumped, and he just caught my eye, and then I was just trying to, like, each time I won a point, and even when I lost points, just looking at him, and I don't know, the crowd feel that, I guess, and feel like you're feeding off them and stuff, and it was nice. I mean, it helps. It's something I've done a number of times over the years in certain matches, and I hope the fans like it and don't think that it's a bit weird that I'm sort of staring at them and screaming at them for like an hour, but they seem to enjoy it as well.
Rob Maul.
Andy, you slipped on the grass and seemed to clutch your groin a little bit. Is that an issue? Was that in pain? Did you get it seen to a degree in the break? And secondly, you made the point on Twitter last night about Serena Williams when she slipped on the grass. Is this something you want to be seen done? Because a number of players have slipped today on the surfaces. Yeah,
I mean, it is slippy, and it felt better today than it did when I played my first match, and hopefully it will continue to get better throughout the tournament. But I don't remember it being quite like that. I know guys, fall down a lot, at the beginning of Queens, and it happens at Wimbledon as well. That's the nature of grass court tennis, but it does feel like the way that players are falling down. Like there was one where I ran back for a lob, and it was, it was close to being quite bad. And I saw Isner fell and did a sort of similar thing, like moving forwards today, and it's just. You just don't want it to be like that. Hopefully it dries out a little bit in the next few days. Some warmer weather, I think, would help with that. But it's been a tough few days, and a few players have obviously got hurt during matches, and a few have been lucky, me being one of them, this evening. And like I saw Kyrgios fall down as well in his match. There's been a few.
The groin an injury as well? Just to go back to that point, is the groin a problem? You seem to be.
I don't think so, but it's like sometimes, like when you make those movements and stuff, like you can get like, I don't know, it's a bit of a sharp pain, and then either it's bad or it's fine. And it was like sore for probably like 5-10 seconds, and then got up and walked around, and I was feeling it a little bit, but it's not too bad.
Matt?
Hi Andy, congrats tonight. I just wanted to ask you what it's been like this week for you playing in front of so many people who had played prominent roles in the fight against the pandemic. On Monday, of course, there was Captain Tom's daughter in the Royal Box, and the Oxford vaccine developers, and there's been a number of key workers and NHS workers too in the Royal Box. What's that meant to you, and how does that make you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I think the whole country kind of realised how important they all are, and maybe hadn't got the recognition that they probably deserve up until now. It's fantastic that they've been able to come along and watch some of the tennis. Hopefully they can enjoy it, and hopefully the politicians can realise that they deserve more than what they're getting paid just now. I think they got something like a 1% pay rise. It's pathetic. They obviously deserve a lot more than that, and they've done an amazing job getting us through the pandemic.
Okay, we have time for just one more. We'll take Willie Weinbaum.
Hi, Andy. What opportunity have you had to watch English football, and what are your thoughts about what's ahead?
I got to see a little bit of yesterday's match, but not much, because I was actually practicing during the first half. I actually went along to the Scotland-England match at Wembley, which was, it was brilliant. It was great fun. Went with one Scottish friend, tennis player, and 2 English friends, and had a great night. So enjoyed that. And then I think England have got a pretty decent chance. It seems like of winning. I think Ukraine next is a solid draw. I think, and then if they can get back to Wembley for the semi-finals, I think that's against Denmark or Czech. They'd be favourites there. So it's a great opportunity for England to win a major competition for the first time in a while. So hopefully they can do it.
Okay, we're going to end there. Thank you very much. That concludes the press conference.
See you later.
Thank you.
Cheers. Good luck.
Go and get warm.
Yeah.